everybody knew who was working on this movie that it was a very, very well-written script. It was excellent. But nobody had any idea what a nerve it would strike when it came out. And I know you weren't here for that, but it was really, it exploded. And there were a lot of editorials about it, a lot of them negative. Like, this is a terrible development, now the women have guns. We're all ruined. But if I ever needed a lesson in the power of media images, I certainly had it now. And it brought home to me in a very powerful way how few opportunities we give women to come out of a movie feeling empowered and inspired by the female characters. Men, almost every movie, they can come out having identified with the male lead character. So ever since then, I've made my acting choices with the women in the audience in mind. What are they going to think about my character? And I'm not saying that I want to play role models. I kind of hate that term anyway. A role model sounds like somebody who doesn't have any flaws. And if you think about Thelma Louise, we kill a guy, evade the law, drive drunk, hold up a liquor store, have sex with a stranger, blow up a tanker truck, and kill ourselves. So before that movie came out, if somebody recognized me, in a store or whatever, they might say, "Hey, Beetlejuice," or "Hey, The Fly." This is during my bug phase. But after that movie came out, it was completely different. People wanted to stop and talk about it and tell me how many times they saw it, who they saw it with, what they thought of it, how it changed their life. My friend and I acted out your trip.
Oh no.
Really? Which part? Really? I mean, which part? So, I have to tell you that I am only able to be choosy about what parts I say yes to because, frankly, I haven't run out of money yet. You cannot be as choosy as I am unless you can afford to wait for something good to come along. So, insider tip, if you ever read that I've signed on to play William Shatner's comatose wife in something, you'll know I'm broke. So, cut to when my now 21-year-old daughter was a toddler, I decided I wanted the data on one very specific thing. How many female characters were there in TV and movies made for the littlest kids? When she was about 2, I decided, hey, let's start watching preschool shows and little kids' videos and things. Sat down for her very first preschool show, and within 5 minutes I was thinking, how many female characters are in this show? And I counted, and it was unbelievable, the gender difference. And then I saw it in videos that we rented. I saw it in movies that we saw. Everywhere. I couldn't believe it. And I asked my very close friends, in that movie that just came out, did you notice there was only one female character in the whole thing? And none of them had noticed. So now I decided I was going to bring it up whenever I had a meeting. I have meetings all the time with studio executives or producers, directors, whoever. And I would say, hey, have you ever noticed how few female characters there are in movies made for kids? And to a person, every single person said, no, that's not true anymore. That's been fixed. And they would often name a movie with one female character, maybe 2, as proof that gender equality had been reached. And the thing is, they were very sincere about it. They truly cared about it, and they believed that they had conquered this problem of gender inequality. So it was stunning to me. So I decided, how could this be? How could it be that the people creating these entertainments don't see what they're making? And I decided I want the data, and this took my life in an entirely new direction as a numbers geek, which I will get to in a little bit. I'll give you some insight into our research. But first, I had another big life lesson to learn from being cast on a TV show as the first female president of the United States. It's back stupidity. But I mean, what could be more iconic than that, right? And this also now led me into a whole new realm of women's advancement. I was aware, as we all are, that far few women hold elected office than men, but I had no idea the true extent of the problem until I was researching it. Did you know that the United States right now ranks 76th in the world for female representation